importantly is well-being is being noticed at enterprise level. So at the board level is where it's kind of been picked up as a strategic objective. And this was the decision to take it out of the HR space and align it with traditional health and safety. The department, as mentioned, has got a technical compliance, it's got assurance, risk, sustainability and environment, traditional safety operations, and then this well-being and health area. So underneath there, we've got people who work in a more operational space and will be out in the field, kind of speaking to the teams, doing risk assessments, checking the technical compliance. Having brought well-being into the space, it's my view that there is, as we've spoken about systemic behavior, but there's root cause. There's a link between all of these. And if we can start to understand it by looking at our data and looking at where some of these hotspots might be, we can focus our attention on areas, not individuals, because I think this standard really talks into the behaviors and the business or the systemic environment. It might not be 4,500 employees, it might be 100 on a specific contract in a specific area, but that is the point. It doesn't mean that because one person's been off with stress and mental health, that one person has got the problem, and how do we make reasonable adjustments to support that individual? What's going on in the wider business context? And that for me is where placing well-being alongside these other areas helps us get to root cause, because are there other things happening? Has there been incidents or accidents or near misses, for example? Is there anything in terms of non-compliance from a technical perspective? And then bringing in the HR metrics, so the absenteeism, and really amplifying that. So I think what's really helpful with these psychosocial risks is it helps us to understand the so what, because we know somebody's gone off sick with stress and mental health, but why? We don't always ask those questions. Even if they come back into the workplace, we might do a stress questionnaire, but what framework is in place to really get to that root cause area? So by positioning the well-being role alongside safety operations, it helps us to start think about these types of things and this type of narrative, rather than the traditional, we'll just refer to occupational health, or we'll just refer them to the EAP and that will solution the problem. We're not really addressing that root cause, which is something in a safety space people are brilliant at, because people have the right to come to work safely and leave safely from a physical perspective, but these mental risks have been masked, I think, in the past, or people don't really know how to deal with them or why we should deal with them. So yeah, the new way that we're working has really supported. You did, sorry, Joel, also ask about who else is in the business. So we've got mental health aware champions and well-being champions who support the local development and driving of well-being and mental health at site levels, because we are quite a distributed workforce.